Hello, everybody. Wow, screen's awfully dark today. So this is John Kadolf, one half of Two Kept Men. I just got out of Ready Player One at the Alamo Draft House in Cedar Park, Texas, Lakeline. It is the name of the theater itself. I was extremely impressed with Ready Player One, and I without giving any spoilers, it's kind of hard to really talk a whole lot about the movie. I mean, the amount of franchises that were in it were incredible. I mean, ones you probably wouldn't even imagine. It referenced Dungeons and Dragons and things like that. In fact, there were three that references that I could count. Please let me know if you saw any more. But I'm just really interested to hear what anyone else might have to say about the movie as well, if you've already seen it, or if you plan on seeing it in the next couple days. Hoping that we get a few drop-ins here. This is my first live streaming that I've done. Well, I'll just talk about the film a little bit. It is the story of a fantastic world created by a programmer and his companion who, put it online. This is set in the 2040s, 2050s, something like that, that I can remember. The world looks like it's kind of gone to shit, as you can tell in the previews. So I'm really not saying anything that is all that new for anybody who has seen it or who hasn't seen it. But this kid, he's a gamer, and he plays, and he goes in and interacts with this world. He meets a girl. Obviously, you see in the trailers as well. The amount of franchises that I was talking about is extreme. There's everything from anime to various Lucasfilm references, and so it goes a little bit beyond, I think, what the film studios reach was, as far as just grabbing onto whatever kind of free stuff that they could get a hold of, and went a lot further than that. The guys that were sitting next to me after the movie had said that it was a very faithful representation of the book. So if you are an avid reader and you were wondering if this is going to be a good representation of the book, according to the people sitting next to me, they said it was. I haven't read the book myself. I plan on it now that I've heard that it is such a good story to read as well. I'm going to try to pick it up and read through it. But I'd love to hear comments from anybody else who has seen it today during the Thursday preview, and definitely would like to get your impressions as well. I can't say a whole lot other than what I already have. That the amount of franchises are awesome. The action is incredible. The pictures will. Oh, okay. So I think the other half of Two Kept Men is actually chatting with me right now. Is that you, Dan? I wonder if there's a way for you to get in on this. It is Dan. He is the other half of Two Kept Men. He's chatting with me right now. So you'll be seeing it on Sunday. We will do a formal review of it on Sunday, probably Sunday evening. Where we'll talk a little bit more in depth on our thoughts on it. But yeah, I can't, Dan. I can't wait till you see it as well, because I'll tell you what, it was fantastic. Honestly, I have to say that this is probably, wow, the most fun that I've had seeing a movie in a decade or more. I mean, as far as sitting in a theater watching a movie, yeah, granted, I saw it by myself, but you know what? Uh, yeah, it was incredible. It was the most fun I've had, I think, since Fifth Element. Now, granted, I think that there are films that are most certainly um, uh, good and awesome and incredible. I mean, you guys all from our reviews see, how much we loved Last Jedi and how that film was so near and dear to our hearts. But I'll tell you what, yeah, definitely the most fun since I've seen Neat. But I'm teetering on saying that this is my new favorite film. I mean, I'm dead serious. It fulfilled so many feels for me, and the fact that I was sitting in in the theater, just kind of almost like giggling, because I knew what was coming up because I could think ahead to where the and not having read the book, I don't know if it's the same outcome in the book as it is in the movie of how everything is resolved and whatnot, but I knew that that's what was going to happen. You'll just have to see it, but when you see it and you think about what I'm saying right now, putting things together and understanding what I understand about the 80s and about gaming and all of that, I can honestly say that it's my favorite film. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. It's my favorite film. The it is Kong, but it's not Donkey Kong, and there is no dinosaur versus Donkey Kong. It's just they are two separate entities. Oh God, I want to say something so bad. Yes. Well, okay. I don't want to say it's better than Last Jedi, but what I want to say is that I had more fun watching it than Last Jedi. It gave me more nostalgic feels than Last Jedi, which is hard to say, but it definitely gave me some strong feels, 80s feels, and that's when I grew up. So how could it not? Keep an eye on the back of a van for a very, very important symbol that all of you tabletop gamers will recognize the moment you see it, and you will just go ah and freak out. The Shining scene. It's not a scene; it's a section. Oh my God! I mean. Just incredible. The when you get there, I mean, I know that there's been rumor about the scene with The Shining, with the Overlook. Oh, I'm not going to give anything away about it, but I can just say that everybody in the theater was just like little kids, just sitting there going, ooh, the whole time. I mean, every new scene and every section of the movie, people were just getting so excited. And, so many times, I mean, you hear just everybody laughing and everybody screeching about something they're seeing on the screen that takes them back to their childhood. And really grasps a hold of those nostalgia strings and pulls you back into your childhood. For this to be set in the 2040s and for it to reference the 80s so well, it's incredible. The soundtrack is just perfect. It's spot on. In fact, as soon as I am done with this very live broadcast, I am going to go and purchase the soundtrack. It's incredible. Anybody who grew up in the 80s, you will understand where I'm coming from when I say this is going to be your favorite film. We were pretty excited about Kong Skull Island, about Godzilla, and about the ones that are coming up. All I can say is references, references, references. Oh my God. This was incredible. Spielberg is at his absolute best here. I mean, he takes out all the stops. He absolutely takes out all the stops here. He gives you everything you've ever wanted to see all in one place in this film. And God, I hope I'm not building it up too much for everybody, but I'm so excited about this. I'm going to go see it again, probably, and again and again and again. But I'm really interested to hear if anyone has anything bad to say about this film at all, because simply it was a perfect film as far as I'm concerned. You know, I didn't get all caught up in storytelling, although the story was incredible. But just the level of nostalgia is beyond. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this live broadcast. And I think what I'm going to do is see if the other half of Two Kept Men, Dan Carlson, would like to stream with me for a little bit and maybe ask me some live questions about the movie. Or unless you want to just ask me more stuff on here and I can answer them for you, but it's completely up to you. Dan, what do you want to do? Or are you even there? Yep, you're still there. Thumbs up. That's a good thing. Yeah, okay. Well, we will do that. So again, thank you everybody for joining me. I'm John Kadolf, one half of Two Kept Men. I'm giving my first impressions, and I guess it was just a review of Ready Player One. Go and see it. Go and see it. Go and see it. Go and see it tonight if you can. If not, go see it in the next couple days, because you are going to love it. I loved it. I hope you love it too. Thank you, Steven Spielberg. You brought it all together with this one. I hope you get an Oscar out of this movie. It is spectacular. Thank you, and good night, and we will talk to you again soon. See you later.